Hello everyone. In this video tutorial, we will discuss about tRNA or transfer RNA. Here, we will discuss about its basic structure and functions. So this is the overview for this tutorial. In this video, we will discuss about RNA, types of RNA, and after that, we will discuss in detail about the transfer RNA structure and its functions. So before starting about tRNA, let's recall some basic facts about RNA or ribonucleic acid. RNA is also a type of nucleic acid like DNA, but there are some differences in its structure and also in its functions. Like the RNA consists of ribose sugar in its backbone instead of deoxyribose sugar which is present in DNA. And RNA is having base pairs of uracil instead of thymine. So in this diagram, we can see the small fragment or segment of RNA molecule with its molecular structure. Here we can see the base pairs consisting of guanine, cytosine, uracil and adenine, and a backbone of ribose sugar with phosphodiester bonds. So instead of DNA, RNA is mainly involved in the process of protein synthesis. However, it also acts like a genetic material in many organisms, like in many RNA viruses where RNA is found as a genetic material, but this is not its main function. So RNA acts like a messenger to pass the information from DNA. Now, these are many types of RNA molecules found in organisms. So there are some major types of RNA which are mRNA or messenger RNA, tRNA which is also called transfer RNA, and the rRNA which is known as ribosomal RNA. Instead these major types, there are many other types of RNA which include microRNA, small nuclear RNA, small interfering RNA and many other types. Now in this video tutorial, we will deal about the particular type of tRNA or transfer RNA. So the type of RNA is commonly called as tRNA, and its molecules also act like temporary carriers for amino acids, thus the name indicates them transfer RNA. These molecules plays an important role in the process of translation. The tRNA having smallest chain among all the RNA molecules, and the primary structure of tRNA is only consists of 70 to 80 nucleotides. The molecules are easily soluble in water, thus they are also known as sRNA or soluble RNA, and sometimes it is also called as adapter molecules or adapter RNA. The tRNA consists of 10 to 15% quantity of total RNA in the cell, and the molecules were first discovered by Professor Hoagland, Jemack-Naik and Stephenson. Now let's understand the structure of tRNA. So tRNA is found in three basic structures which are primary structure, secondary structure and tertiary structure. The primary structure of tRNA is a single-stranded chain-like structure formed by transcription of DNA. It normally consists 70 or 80 nucleotides in it. And the secondary structure of tRNA is best described by cloverleaf model of tRNA. And it is also a universally accepted model for secondary structure of tRNA. The cloverleaf model was first proposed by Robert Hawley in 1968. So let's understand the secondary structure of tRNA in detail, which is the most important structure of tRNA and best described by cloverleaf model proposed by Robert Hawley. According to the cloverleaf model, the secondary structure of tRNA consists of an acceptor arm, an anticodon loop, TC loop and D loop, and also it has a small loop also which is called variable loop. So this is the structure of tRNA, which resembles like a clover leaf. That's why it is named as clover leaf model. Then this is the diagram where we can see the single-stranded tRNA molecule, which having 3 and 5 end, but it is resembles like a double-stranded molecule due to its bonds between the base pairs. Now we can see the acceptor arm, TC loop, variable loop, anticodon loop, and the D loop of the structure of tRNA. Now in the acceptor arm, it is consist of amino acids, and the D arm having a loop which have unusable pyrimidine nucleotide dihydrouracil, and these unusable nucleotides indicates the unique structure of tRNA. The TC arm of tRNA consists of ribosome recognition sites, and the anticodon arm or the anticodon loop having anticodons which joins with the codons of mRNA during translations. So now this is the tertiary structure of tRNA or transfer RNA, and the structure resembles like inverted L-shaped structure, because here the D loop and the TC loop align together and the extended helix are aligned at right angle. So the structure is produced due to the hydrogen bonding between nitrogenous bases of the secondary structure of tRNA. Now let's understand the functions of tRNA and what functions tRNA completes in the cell. So as we have discussed in our previous slides, tRNA play an important role in protein synthesis. tRNA helps to transfer the amino acids, and it is called as adapter molecule also. Besides this, tRNA having the anticodon loop which have anticodons within it, and these anticodons contact with the codons which are present in the mRNA script, and with the help of this process, the tRNA helps in the completion of translation or the process of synthesizing polypeptide chain. Now in this process of reverse transcription, the tRNA molecule is used as primer. With recent studies, it is known that in the process of reverse transcriptase, tRNA molecule also acts as a primer, and according to these studies, the enzyme reverse transcriptase have strong affinity to bind for this DNA primer. So beside all these major functions performed by transfer RNA, there are several examples also where the tRNA acts like an enzyme inhibitor, like it acts like potent inhibitor for E. coli or endonuclease. So these are the major roles or functions played by the transfer RNA within the. Now in this slide or the video tutorial, we have discussed about the structure and functions of tRNA and also the basic features of tRNA. Thank you.